when we want something, we can't, as humans, can't think about all the things that have to fall in place for us to level up. So if it looks like that, I think inviting yourself to ask the question of like, what am I actually gaining with this loss?
The price of admission to your new life is aspects of your old one.
Ooh.
So you have to trade them in. Hey, High Vibin It homies. Welcome back to your favorite spiritual manifestation self-love podcast. Here to help you manifest all the goodies and live a super aligned life. This is Kelsey Aida. I'm a best-selling author, the manifestation self-love lady of the podcast. And I'm here with my bestie, Lynnsey Robinson, who is the hypnotherapist extraordinaire / get your subconscious mind right lady. So together, we'd be helping you to make your dreams happen. And we wanted to try something fun and different for the next couple solos. And you guys let us know what you think. But we want to keep them a little bit shorter and more binge worthy. So you can listen to like 2 or 3 on your way to work, on your commute back, while you're cleaning the kitchen, whatever you're doing, versus like our guest episodes. It's hard to keep it to a minimum because, we'll be chit-chatting, we'll be getting that good stuff for you, we'll be getting the backstories. So those will probably stay a little bit longer for now, but we're testing for our solos, which is every other episode, you'll notice now, more than what we used to do, to just keep it shorter and more succinct and more digestible because there's so much content out there and we want ours to be your favorite. So this is our attempt at doing that.
Yes. I think it's a good idea. It's definitely something to try. And I can even put something up on the Patreon, like maybe like a poll or something, see what you guys think. So if you're not in the Patreon, go be a member. You support the show, you get extra bonus content and extended episodes, all that good jazz. Patreon.com/highvibe. But I'll put a
shameless
poll up
plug.
there.
Love to see it.
I know, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that, but I'll put a poll up there just to see what you guys think. But I think it's a good idea at least to try for a couple times. And as far as I'm concerned, I love shorter podcast episodes, but everybody's different. Worth a try.
Yeah. And for the next couple episodes specifically, we're answering like some of the most common manifestation questions on the web that are just not getting good, solid answers. Because we like to keep it real with you guys and we like to talk about what nobody else is talking about. So today's question of the hour, or I should say of the 20 minutes, is why does manifestation often feel worse before it gets better? So, Lynnsey, I'd love to hear from you first, like if you've experienced this, your thoughts on it, just what comes up when you hear that.
I really wanted to talk about this because it happens to me, I want to say like every time. Like every time I'm trying to manifest, it feels good. And then it's like, okay, well, now everything seems to be going wrong. And I actually feel like I'm going in the opposite direction. And it also can show up as like, let's say, for instance, you want to leave your hairstyling career. I don't know, just a random example. And
wow, I wonder where you pulled that inspiration from.
And then all of a sudden, you make the intention. It's even like, let's say it's even a new moon. And you're like, I'm using all this new moon energy and I'm going to make this intention and I feel it and I'm embodying this version of me that doesn't have to do hair anymore. And then 3 days later, you get more requests for hair than you've ever gotten in your entire career, which not only makes you feel like this is the opposite of what I wanted, but also maybe makes you question if anything you do will ever work. So it can feel like, should I even want this goal? Because apparently I'm supposed to be doing hair because I'm getting all these requests. I don't know. It can be a really confusing time. And that's just one example, but I'm sure you all can pull a lot from your own personal experience. And it could be very specific to the goal, or it could just feel like every 2 seconds, something else, there's a hitch every time. So like, it's almost the energetic equivalent of stubbing your toe. Not really huge inconveniences, but little things that are kind of like, oh, what is going on? And I really do believe that when you do the routines and the rituals and you do the intention setting and you really kind of feel like you are embodying this next level version of you, I don't know, universe, source, guides, higher wisdom, whoever, then gets invited to send you opportunities to actually prove it. So I don't like to say that the universe tests you. What I do like to say is that you are then given opportunities to prove that you are actually embodying this person. So to use the hairstyling example, what are you going to do if you are the person that doesn't need to do hair anymore? What would that person do if they were inundated with a bunch of invitations? It's almost like, do I really want to double down on myself? Because when you bet on yourself, the universe will bet on you too. I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel. So when I feel like things are going wrong, I kind of take that as like, okay, something's happening here. Like something is changing, something's happening, and all I have to do is show up as the person who already has this goal, who is embodying this energy, who is now aligning with that energy. That's how I feel about it. It never fails. So how do you feel about it?
Well, I love that you use my life as an example because we are in the transition of moving from a long, successful career in cosmetology to being now a best-selling author and podcaster and all the other things. So obviously relevant.
Yeah.
The example that I was thinking of too was like, for example, my husband, Jeff, we've been on a money manifesting journey for a while. And it was cool how an opportunity landed in his lap to become a real estate broker because now he makes more money. But the first year, he made $0. Like $0. Okay. So try that for a test to your faith in yourself and making the right choice. And is this going to work? Have I been sold a pipe dream? You know? So I think it's very common for things to feel worse before they get better. And yeah, I don't think it's necessarily life testing you,
Right.
but it is flexing your commitment muscles during the calibration period. Because I feel like everyone has a shorter or longer calibration period when they're leveling up. And it's like your reality is catching up to your intentions, and your embodiment, your identity, your vibration is taking a little minute to catch up to your intentions as well. So it's like just because something feels worse before it gets better, that could be what's strengthening you to become that person who can sustain that lifestyle. Or it could be, you know, God or the universe making space in your life for the better thing that you ask for. Like if you're losing all these friends, but they were misaligned, that's making space for the new, more aligned friendships. Or I don't know, heaven forbid your house burns down or something. And maybe that is like a way to, you know, make space for a totally new life. Like you just never know until you're on the other side.
Yeah.
So I think it's hard to judge things as, I guess the most important lesson is when things are feeling worse before they get better, not to make it mean something negative about yourself or your life or your ability to do what you want to do. Because I think it's so easy to fall into the trap of like, oh, well, I'm trying to manifest this thing, but in doing that, this is what's happening. So maybe it's just not meant for me. Or that must mean that I can't do it, or it's not going to happen, or this, that, and the other. And if you didn't have those talk tracks, and if you could be like, okay, this challenging moment could be a recalibration. If you could trust that it was for something better, even if you don't know what that is yet, you would feel very differently while you're going through it.
Hey there, it's Lynnsey. Are you ready to transform your life and achieve your biggest dreams? Well, welcome to the Align Your Mind membership. As a seasoned hypnotherapist, I've crafted a digital sanctuary where you can access powerful hypnotherapy audios anytime, anywhere. Imagine waking up each day feeling empowered, confident, connected to the universe, and ready to conquer your goals. With AYM, you'll experience deep, long-lasting transformations in every area of your life. If you're ready to rewire your mind, release what's holding you back, and start living your dreams, don't wait any longer. Just click the link in the episode description and start embodying your highest potential today. Did you know that this show is 100% self-produced and made possible by listener support? If you love the show and want to help us keep bringing you all the good stuff, join our Patreon. Your support helps us cover editing, software, and everything we need to keep this podcast going and growing strong.
As a Patreon member, you'll unlock amazing perks like early access to every episode, extended video content, behind-the-scenes footage, and more. And the best part, if you're one of the next 100 people to join, you'll get our exclusive manifestation toolkit valued at over $100 as soon as we hit our goal of 100 patrons. Head to patreon.com/highvibe to join, and we'll see you inside.
Yeah. And I don't think people think enough about what they're going to lose by gaining their goal. And this is never a negative thing in the long run, but even like clients who come to me for hypnotherapy, like I don't always warn them, but sometimes I will be like, are you prepared? Like big changes, or if you level up in energy, big changes will happen. And that looks so different to everyone. But people forget, like if you lose all your connections and all the friends you had, take a look at how those friendships were. Like, what are you really losing? Usually it's things that you're no longer resonating with, no longer compatible with. So as you level up, not everything can come with you. And that includes relationships, that includes jobs, that includes situations, experiences, all kinds of things. You might move across the country. I'm not saying this is going to happen every time, but I feel like when we want something, we can't, as humans, can't think about all the things that have to fall in place for us to level up. So if it looks like that, I think inviting yourself to ask the question of like, what am I actually gaining with this loss? Or if I could look at this from, as you said, the positive perspective or the higher perspective, what is it that I'm actually gaining? And just go with that, because it will look like a tower moment sometimes. And that's I've never had a tower moment that didn't turn out great. And I know that sounds weird.
I love that you brought up this really realistic, grounded point of sacrifice, but like a beneficial sacrifice, right? So I was actually just writing about this in my upcoming book. So in the fall of 2026, I have a new book coming out called The Manifesting Fix: How to Get the Law of Attraction to Finally Work for You. And it basically goes over like the misconceptions and how you're blocking yourself and how to align your energy and blah, blah, blah. And I don't remember exactly how I phrased it, but somewhere in the book, I remember writing that the price of admission to your new life is aspects of your old one. So you have to trade them in. Like when you go to the dealership and you trade in your car to get a nicer car, like you probably had a lot of good memories in that car. You had a lot of good times. Like all those times you broke down and ran out of gas and made out in the back seat, and like you have memories attached to it, right? So even though you don't want this dumpy, shitty ride anymore and you're ready to like get a nice brand new luxury car, it's like you trading that in is a part of the price you pay for the new car. And it's the same with aspects of your life. Like if you want that new relationship or that new job or that new house, like there's only so much capacity. Even though we are like super expanded beings, we're living in a 3D grounded human reality, right? In one body, in one experience. And there's really only so much space in your life. So you have to be selective for what you let in. And that's going to require sometimes deleting and making space, Yeah. And I don't say that to like cause fear or make people feel sad or anything. I just want to keep it real and be like, hey, that's the price of admission. And that's a good thing because you're trading up.
And just like how you are aware when you trade in the car, you are aware of the positives and negatives. You are aware of the sacrifice versus the gain. It's kind of the same with manifestation. Like usually you're going to know that these, let's say friendships, old friendships where people just sucked all the energy out of you and didn't give anything back, you're usually going to recognize that it's no longer a fit. And yeah, it's going to be not the easiest thing in the world, but it's usually not something that you should be taking with you anyway. It's usually the things that you need to shed in order to be, that shiny new version of you, or that embodied version of the next version of you. So you're going to be aware. It's never going to be like a blind side. Or if it is, you're usually going to know that it's not right? Like every time I've lost a friend, I'm like, yeah, I can see that. I get it.
Right. You're like, okay, maybe
we're over that. Yeah. And you're going to miss certain things, but overall, if you want it, it's going to be beautiful. And if you want it, it's going to be the best and highest version of whatever it is. And I agree that there is usually some sort of give and take with that, but I don't look at it as a bad thing at all. I look at it, as you said, like a recalibration. We're just calibrating to this new higher vibration, higher timeline.
Yeah. And one of the things that comes up for me when I look at the question, like, why does manifestation often feel worse before it gets better? Is that new things are going to be challenging. Like, new is hard. It's hard on your nervous system. Your brain be freaking out because it's new, which means it's dangerous, right, to your mind, even if it's not actually dangerous in real life. So it's like, of course, it's going to feel hard in the beginning if you're calling in a new life or embodying a new persona or trying a new hobby or career or relationship or anything new. We can't just expect that to drop into our lap and be easy peasy. Like, there's going to be a learning curve. And I think we need to normalize that and just give permission for it.
What do we say? Because we have to wrap it up now. This is it. This is the shorter episode. What do we say to the people we've just freaked out so bad about manifesting? Guys, please don't be scared. Stay excited. There's a reason you want it. There's a reason you want it. It's for you. It's meant for you. I really don't want to freak anyone out. It's
Well, and the silver lining, okay, we're just trying to keep it real with you. But the answer, the good part is in the end of the question. Why does manifestation feel worse before it gets better? With the promise of it getting better, which it will. It will get better. It will get easier. It will become your new norm. But just from a self-loving place, allow time for that calibration. Yeah. Allow time for you to catch up to this new reality that you're creating. Like, it's okay. Well, I know we want everything so instantly, but it's okay, and it will get better.
And please note 2 things that come to mind. Number 1, things are always happening in the background too. So even if you feel like there's no movement, there's stagnation, you're not moving forward, there's always stuff happening in the background. And second, please know this is not your first rodeo. Whether you like it or not, you've done this over and over and over, and you've embodied new versions of yourself since you've been born. So you're kind of an expert already, except now you know what's happening. And once you know what's happening, you can kind of navigate it better. So there's really no downside. You already know what's happening. You're aware of it, and everything on the other side of it is better because you want it, and it's your next level. So I don't know. That's all I got. I hope it helps.
In summary, permission to shed the old, permission to struggle for a little bit. It's gonna get easier. It's gonna get better, and that's why it can often feel worse before it does get better, because that juicy and challenging calibration period that we all have to go through sometimes to attain that level of mastery that we don't even know that we are looking for. So anyway, that's our short little episode for you. Hopefully we weren't talking at you too fast. I feel like we were like, trying to say a million things.
To be fair, this is a good topic. So whether or not we had an hour or 15 minutes, I would be talking this fast anyway, because there's so much to it, and I get really passionate about it. But yeah, it's going to look different to everybody. But hopefully this wasn't too fast or too much in one little short span of time. Let us know your feedback. But I think it was good. I think we did a good job.
Yeah, if you're in our Patreon, leave a comment how you like it. If you're on Spotify, you can leave comments too. Let us know if you like this new format that we're playing around with. Join us on the Patreon, patreon.com/highvibe. We're going to head over there now to pull a card or 2 to just continue this conversation a few moments longer. And make sure you subscribe so you can get more manifesting juiciness coming at you, more quick roundtable episodes. And
we've already planned out the next couple, and they're good. So you don't want to miss it.
Yeah, if you just want some real, raw, honest advice from 2 girls just practicing what they preach out here, then follow us. Hang out. This is a good place to be. Spread the high vibes. Share it with a friend. We'll see you guys in the next episode.